Hello my lovely Scorpios, welcome to your reading for your yearly reading for 2020. I'd like to thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting on my channel. I really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed, you can click the subscribe button below and the notification bell. That way you'll know when I'm posting new videos. This is a yearly reading for Scorpio sun, rising and moon sign. It is a general reading. If you would like to have a yearly reading that is specific to you and chart your 2020 year, you can follow the link below to my website and book a yearly reading from there. My yearly readings are going to be available through December and January only. So if you are wanting a yearly reading, make sure you book one in for that time frame so you don't miss out. So let's have a look at, well, for those of you that are new to my channel, I do yearly readings. I use a tarot deck and have a 12 card spread, one card for each month. And then I use a second deck. As I'm reading each month, I will draw another tarot card to give me more detail for you for each month. I talk about energy, so it's an energetic projection of what's going on each month energetically, what energies you're working with, and so you can plan your year. You'll know what to do, when to push, when not to push, when to have to take time out, for example. Okay, so let's have a look at what lies ahead for you, my lovely Scorpions. So come January, it's the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups is about fulfillment of dreams, fulfillment of desires, fulfillment of aspirations. So it's really about looking at what abundance do you want to come bring in and create that from a heart space, create that abundance, create that flow. It's about going with the flow in January as well. So it's about looking at what you're going to feel is an appreciation for what is around you, for family, for friends, for the abundance on an emotional level that you've got. So it's also going to be a month where you can manifest and project what you are wanting to fulfill for the rest of the year. The card that crosses that is the Temperance card. So obviously when you are working from a heart space, when you're manifesting from a heart space, you also need to be incredibly balanced. So there needs to be a balance of energies. Find that balance in your life. There's that tranquility and that balance, so that it's not about extreme emotions here. Manifest from a place of balance. So it's going to be a really good month for you to manifest, a really good month for you to take stock, to have a look at what you've achieved and what you have, and create that that space for you to create more of this of the abundance that you seek, of what you're seeking in your life. That's January. So it's a bit of a time out sort of month. Then you have February, and February you have the moon. And the moon is about your conscious and subconscious. That represents the two wolves, the conscious self and the subconscious self, the shadow self. And the moon is about what is hidden, what is beneath the surface, what is in the subconscious. And so in February, you're really going to have a month of being quite reflective, have a month of really being influenced by the full moon. So I want to say to you that the full moon, February full moon, is going to really impact on your emotions, impact on how you're feeling, impact on what comes to the surface. So there's things that are going to come to the surface in February to consider, to remove blocks, to unblock what is there, what's coming up for you. So it's going to be a reflective month. The moon reflects the sun's light. It doesn't have its own light, so it reflects that. So it's about being reflective. It's about seeing what comes to the surface for you, what needs to be reviewed, what's going to be reviewed, what is Cards going everywhere, my lovely Scorpios. Let me just organize that. What is coming to the surface? It's about balance. It's about toing and froing. It's about what is projected in your reality, in your conscious world, and what is in your shadow self, and how your shadow influences what your reality is. That's really interesting, because you've also got the Ace of Swords. So February is going to be a good month for that. February is going to be a good month for you to review all of those things, because it's going to lead to new beginnings. It's going to lead to a self-awareness and new learning about yourself. It's about learning about the self, learning about you, learning about what is in your subconscious, in your shadow, and it then allows you to move forward, to have a new start, new opportunities as well. And the Ace of Swords is also about communication. It's about new learning. It's about mind work. What are you processing? So there's a lot of that processing going on in February, that sort of energy. So utilize that to really learn about the self. Then March. In March, you've got the Three of Coins. This is, let's get back to work. You know, you're getting back to work. Let's get back to work. It's going to be productive as well. So for some of you, it is going back to physical work. For some of you, it's getting back onto your life's purpose, your life's journey. Where are you headed? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want to do with your life? And that's going to reap results. So whatever efforts you're going to put into March, you're going to see results from those efforts. So whatever efforts you put in there, you're going to see results. It's going to be productive for you. It's going to be quite good. It's crossed by the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is, it's about family. There's children there. It's about family. It's about the abundance, the gratitude you show for family. The Queen of Pentacles also creates the environment that she's wanting in an earthed way. So whatever efforts you put in, you're going to really be in control of the outcome. It's also about being nurturing in March, and you will be rewarded for your efforts. So whatever effort you put in March, you're going to see results. You're going to see results. Then we've got April. April, you have the Hanged Man. April, the Hanged Man to me is also about balance, because you can't hang upside down like that without being able to balance, without being masterful in your balancing. But it's also about changing perspective. Whenever we are upside down, the world looks different. People look different. It's about changing your perspective on a situation. So in April, there's going to be opportunity here to look at some situation in a different way, changing your perspective on a situation in a balanced way. For some of you, that's going to be a little bit difficult. That's going to be a difficult thing. That's going to be a challenge for you. But that's what the energy is that's coming in around April. It's about being open-minded. It's about changing your perspective on a situation, looking at something in a different light. And that you might find challenging, but you're going to manage it because it's crossed by the Emperor. So you're going to manage that. You're going to be able to achieve that, because you're also going to have self-control. There's going to be control here. There is going to be an ability to bring in the change that you're wanting. So you're able to do that. He's on a checkerboard, so it really is about being strategic. It's about thinking about your next move. It's about thinking before you speak. So April is a month where it's about looking at something in a different perspective, but also thinking before you speak, thinking before you give opinions or say something. So words need to be monitored. Your next move needs to be strategic. There is nothing that you do in a hurry in April. There is nothing you do in a hurry in April. So be aware and be mindful of that as well, because that's the energy that's going to be coming through for you. Okay, which is really interesting. We're going to move across to May. And May is an interesting one. You've got the Palace of Cups. Palace of Cups is, you know, telling me that it's going to be an emotion. It's a month involving emotions. So your emotions are going to be stirred. It's about going beneath the surface with your emotions. It's about looking at a situation that is to do with your emotions. And you're going beneath the surface. You're delving deep, and it's about not being self-deceptive. It's about really being honest with the self in going beneath the surface. For some of you, there's a new relationship coming that's going to take you beneath the surface. There is a situation that is going to really ask you to delve into your emotions. How do you really feel about something? When you are making choices and decisions, they're going to involve your emotion of tapping into how you feel about something, because it's interesting too, it's drawn with the Judgment card. So things are going to come up. So I can give you a little bit more detail here. Things are going to come up to do with the past. So things are coming up to do with the past that are going to have an emotional attachment to you. So it's going to be some emotional issues are going to come up from the past to be reviewed, to be looked at, and to be moved on. To be, you know, for some of you dealt with, for some of you moved on and released. So it's going to be, May's going to be a month to do with past issues that are going to come up. And it could be that it's coming up for you. You know, it's like revisiting February where you had the moon. Okay, where you had the moon. And this is going to come up again for you in March. But you have the opportunity to deal with them there in March, to move them on. Okay, so just allow that to flow. Just allow that to move through, to come in. And you know, things could come up. There could be triggers. There could be dreams. There could be just thought patterns of the way you're emotionally feeling and what's coming up. Could be alignment of the stars, you know, the planets for you, but that's what's going to be going on. So go with the flow, just be kind to yourself and ease through May. Then we have June, and you do that, you achieve that, you do quite well, because you've got the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is strong, determined, puts the armor on and is not afraid to move forward. So there's forward movement for you here. There's some sort of achievement here. There's some sort of determination in June for something that you want to do. There's some determination in forward movement. Of course, you see you've got the Ace of Wands, so the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands is about new ideas, new plans, new life purpose, exploring it, bringing in abundance, taking action. The Ace of Wands is not about sitting idle. It's about taking action. It's about making things happen. It's about new growth. It's about life's purpose. And so the Queen of Swords is saying to you, this energy is saying, don't be afraid to move forward, to forge forward with new beginnings. Don your armor if you have to. Get your determination and call in what it is you're wanting. Call in the change that you're wanting. So you have the opportunity in June to bring in new change around you, new opportunities around you, a new way of being, a new way of doing things, a new business, a new job, a new lifestyle, whatever it is for you. Have the courage to do it, because the universe is backing you, the universe is supporting you. I like that. And then we move to July, and July you have the Strength card, so you're feeling really strong, really confident in July. So you've got this energy in July where you're feeling really confident, anything's possible, anything can be done, and so it's going to be a good month to actually take things on, to make things happen, to put new projects into place, new changes that you're wanting to bring in. It's going to be different for all of you, but the energy is one of strength. You're going to feel unstoppable in July. You're going to feel unstoppable in July. And then you've got the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is telling me you're unstoppable because you're taking action. You're doing stuff. You're determined. You're moving forward, and you're making things happen. You're doing stuff. And that stuff. I say stuff because it's going to be different for all of you. But the Knight of Wands is really about charging ahead. And you're going to energetically be ready to charge ahead. You're going to energetically be ready to move forward and make things happen, because you're going to be energized, and you're going to be determined, and you're going to feel unstoppable. So July is going to be a real action month for you. And then you have August. You've got the Page of Cups here, and the Page of Cups is about your emotions, but it's also about communications. It's about planning on an emotional level, manifesting on an emotional level, messages, communication, but thinking about those things. It's about thinking about those things. You've got the Magician, which is the great manifester. How do we manifest? We manifest through our emotions. And so it's about really learning to get in touch with your emotions, learning to get that balance, really thinking about. Pages think, pages plan. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? And we create that from our heart space. And with the Magician, anything's possible. You can create whatever it is you want. So it's about finding that inner balance in August to be able to create and manifest, bring into your reality what it is you are wanting, what it is you are seeking. Things are going to just start happening. I want to say to you, things are going to be happening for you in August. I really like that, in August. In September, you've got the King of Cups, and this can be male or female, someone that's going to play a prominent role in September for you, and that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, which is you, male or female, that's going to be a prominent figure for you in September. For some of you, this is actually you being in control of your emotions, being in control of what you're wanting to create, being in control of your emotions, thinking about how you're going to respond to certain situations, feeling in control, and kings always are listened to. They're used to saying something and it happens. So for some of you, it's actually a person that's there that is very supportive and very strong around you. And for others of you, it's about really coming into your own emotionally and feeling really balanced about that, and feeling really balanced. So let's see what card I can pull for you. Oh, again, the Moon. It's a real year of self-analysis here, my lovely Scorpios. Your emotions and the Moon. And the Moon is, a Cancer card, really. It's the card that represents Cancer, which is a water sign, which is a sign of balancing your conscious and subconscious, your conscious and your shadow self, finding that balance. And the Moon is going to influence that. So again, the full moon in September is really going to play a prominent role with your emotions, but you're more in control of those emotions this month. You're more in control of those emotions this month. And able to deal with things, and able to really look at things and analyze things and work things out. So I like that. There's another, but it's a more stable, solid sort of energy that's coming for you in September. And then you have October, and in October you've got the Empress, and so from that thinking and processing in September, October, you really know where you're headed, you really know what you want to create, and things you start seeing results. You have new ideas, you have inspirational thought, you know where you want to go, you know what movement you want to create, and you know what you want to bring into your reality. And so you're able to do that, and you do really well with that. I really like that. Because you've got, the Queen of Swords, which is, as you know, really strong, courageous, knowing, unstoppable. So you're going to be unstoppable in October to bring in what you want, to lay down plans, to give birth to new ideas. really positive, really strong energy that's coming through for you in October. Use that energy in October to really bring into your reality what it is you want. Good energy, good energy. November, happy birthday. And November, you've got the Emperor. Whatever it is you're creating in the previous months, you start seeing results in November. You're really seeing results, you're feeling strong, you're feeling confident, and you are getting the results that you've been working towards. Things are falling into place for you. The Emperor is extremely positive, a great manifester of bringing into their reality what they want, really strong, being listened to. The universe is listening. Things are working out in a really positive way for you. I really like that because you've got the star, wish upon a star. This is also about changing your perspective. So something happens here in November with the strength of the Emperor, with that courage, with that being in control and creating a reality that you want. With the star, it's about looking at things from a different perspective. So something changes, something shifts for you in November. Some attitude or way of looking at things shifts for you, but it's also about being emotionally balanced. There's water again too. There's a lot of water here for you this year. It's about being emotionally balanced as well in creating this abundance that you're wanting, that you're seeking. December, who's confident then? The Queen of Wands, really confident, really determined, really ready to forge ahead, really ready to move into 2021 with confidence, because things are starting to unfold absolutely beautifully in 2020 for you. She's unstoppable. So male or female, this is the energy that's around you is one of being really confident about your future. Confident about your future, because this represents you, male or female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I feel like this is the energy that's with you. Intuitive. So while you are the Queen of Wands, you're also the Queen of Cups. While you are really determined and strong and unstoppable, you also have this intuitive side, this softer side, this nurturing side as well. So there's again you've achieved this balance in December, and you are able to move forward and set your goals for 2021 in a balanced but determined, unstoppable way. So it's a really lovely marrying of the yin and yang energy for you in December. So there's been definite growth and progress made in 2020. A lot of issues, a lot of things are coming up for you, not issues. A lot of things are coming up for you to confirm where you're headed and what you're wanting and what you want to create in your reality. I really like that. Really lovely cards. So I'm going to now draw a card from the Angels of Abundance cards to give you an overview of 2020, a summarizing of what is going on with you in 2020. Words of wisdom from the angels. Quiet retreat. Quiet retreat. Let me get my glasses. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings. And that's the moon card that keeps coming up for you. From your inner, so to discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Well, that's very much what's come through in 2020, because you've received the moon card twice, which is about looking at the internals, finding that peace, and you've also got temperance to find that balance so that you can focus on where you're headed and what you want to create in your reality. And that's the mixed bag that you've got for next year, because those two sides or qualities have certainly come through for you. So I wish you a prosperous, joyous and adventurous 2020. I wish you many, many blessings. If you would like to have a private yearly reading that is specific to you, then follow the link below to my website, and you can book your yearly reading from there. Remember, it's on offer for December and January only. So make sure you get in if you're interested in doing that. I wish you many blessings.